Hey, what's up guys, it's Anek and welcome to this week's video. Let me ask you this. Wouldn't you want to save shitloads of time in your animation process and speed up your workflow? If you ever find yourself applying the same effects over and over again, and sometimes even with the same values, then this quick tip is perfect for you. Let's get started. Roll the intro.
So this will be a really quick one. Once you have set things up, your workflow will be significantly faster. And ultimately that's the goal, isn't it? I, for my part, am super excited when I notice that I get things done within a few minutes, for which I used to take up to an hour or something. And yeah, there are actual cases just like that. Custom presets are that much of a handy tool that I don't know why I didn't think about using them any sooner. Better late than never, I guess. So let's take a look at how to set up and use them. One example of commonly used effects is a blur. No matter if Gaussian, camera lens or any other blur, at some point you will find yourself blurring the heck out of elements. So instead of adding the base effect and adjust the values every single time, just create a few custom presets. Once your effect of choice is up and ready, highlight it in the Effect Controls panel, go to Animate and hit Save Animation Preset. The path to save to is a little strange, so I'll put the path somewhere around here on the screen so you can pause the video right now if needed. And also in the description below for you to check it later on. Got it? Okay, great. You can call and name the preset any way you want, which makes it easy to distinguish from one another. For example, I already have several blur presets, all with other blur levels. Gaussian as well as camera lens blur with 5, 10, 15 and so on and so forth, as those are the values I tend to use most often. In order to use the newly created presets, just go into your Effects and Presets panel and search for it. Even without restarting, they will show up immediately. To speed up your workflow even more, I recommend to use the Effects console from Video Copilot. I mentioned this plugin several times in my previous video. And honestly, I can't stress enough how much of an influence this will have on your workflow. The only issue is, if you just created a new preset, it will not show up in the list. For some reason, I always have to go into the plugin settings, close it right away, and then it is available. Yeah, don't ask me. Luckily though, this is only for freshly created presets, so nothing to care about for the next time you start After Effects. Now, especially with Gaussian blur, there is nothing too crazy or time-consuming to set up. Even still, I think it is worth setting up those presets, but where this workflow really comes in handy is with more complex effects. Just one example. In one of my recent videos I created different animated backgrounds, as for example this one, where I used a combination of fractal noise and posterized time. As I mentioned in that video, I like to use this setup for plain backgrounds. So why not create a preset for it? Highlight all the effects you want to add to the preset. Yes, you can combine as many as you like. And again, Animation, Save Animation Preset. Now to show you that it actually works, create a new layer to put the effect on, highlight it, search for the new preset and apply it. All the effects with the same settings are now added to the layer, including the expressions. And this is where it really starts to speed things up. But it doesn't stop there. Another often used tool of mine is the trim paths. Even though this is not an effect by definition, you still can create presets of it. Once set up, simply highlight the values you want to add to the preset, go to Animation, I guess you know the drill by now. With this one as well, I created a bunch of commonly used setups. A simple end shift from 0 to 100, a mid-split from 50 each to 0 or 100 respectively, and of course a 0 to 100 follow-through. Add the presets even consider and apply keyframing and easing, which of course you still can adjust according to the situation.
Well, and there you have it. Let's wrap this one quickly cause the battery is almost out. If you enjoyed this video, smash that like button, subscribe if you aren't already, and ring that bell to step-by-step up your filmmaking and animation game with every video. Animation game. Thank you guys very much for watching and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers!
Yes, I did it.